Hello, everyone. Chase Creations here, and I'm just gonna get a small sip. Mmm. It is the 18th of the month, so we need to make sure whatever is due next month is what you're grinding for this month. Just say you have a hustle and grind. Make sure you put it in the mail this month. If you need it to be paid for next month, the mail is delayed. I cannot believe I paid a money order. I sent the money order on the 25th of February. It got there on the 4th of this month, and it was due on the 4th. I could have sworn I was getting a late fee because it wasn't in the system, so I called to let them know, and they said they would waive the late fee. Then when I looked at it later on, not the same day, but a few days later, it still wasn't paid. But when it was in the system, it was put in on the day it was due, so that's good. I'm not sure what's going on with the Dollar Tree, but the Dollar Tree is supposed to be raising its prices again. Now, there are things that we're going to get from the Dollar Tree regardless, and there are things in the Dollar Tree that are still going to be cheaper than some other places, especially the shopping street where I live at. The Dollar Tree is going to be cheaper. But for myself, I have I have thought about it, and I'm just going to continue to hopefully use some of my hustles and get my paper that I need to do what I need to do to keep my mind stable. So that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best to do. But in the meantime, I'm going to work on not ordering anything that I absolutely don't need for crafting. Now there are some things I'm gonna have to make sure I get, like the little liners that go the cards go in and stuff. I found 3 packs in this room, so I need some more. But things like soap and all the other stuff, I have no need for any of those things. Not even a fear thing could get me to need soap right now. Unfortunately, I have Dawn, and I don't want to use Dawn anymore. I want to find something else. Maybe Mrs. Myers or something that I used to use. But I'm going to check the Dollar Tree first of all to see if they have the inspired by native. If they do, I'm going to get a few cases of that. That's just plain and simple because that's native soap, and that's exactly what will help me in the shower. Is the native, the imitation one at the Dollar Tree. They also have another one that's a high-end dupe at the Dollar Tree. I don't know the name of it, but it's a taller bottle and it has like a little shape, like a woman's waistline. If I can find that online, I'm gonna get it at DollarTree.com. I also have a cashback app on, so if I pay by the case, I may end up with 25 cents cash back. And you may think 25 cents, oh, what different? Well, guess what? Keep on adding up 25 cents and see how much you get. So and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know the math offhand. I did figure it out, but just say now, we already know a lot of people don't have access to $1,000. I am clearly one of them, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to get access to $1,000. That's not exactly, I'm not going to say that it's not possible if I continue to save. But anyway, another thing is, if you can put $1,000 in a savings account and you get even 1% cash back, is going to get you something. But if you can get 3% cash back, it's even better. The problem with some of these accounts is they take money out, and then if you look at the cash back that you earn or whatever, it doesn't equal out to anything. Now, I do know people who get credit cards and they get cash back and all sorts of stuff. That's one thing I will never do. I don't see any option. I don't see any benefit of me using my credit card if I wouldn't use it anyway just to get points. I'm not going to do that because I don't believe the points for myself would equal out to what I'm actually spending. It's just like yesterday I saw someone make a post. If you get a $250 discount on something that costs $1,000, you're not actually saving any money because you're spending $750. But you also have people say both things, which is true. If you were already going to buy the item, like say a refrigerator or a deep freezer, there's a major difference in how much you save versus how much you know what I'm saying. I'm basically looking to continue to downsize in this room. I've already done a lot of downsizing, so I'm looking uh, I'm looking forward to that, and that will help me. If you have access to any of the summer tables and all that, if you can get some goods from the thrift store, $1 a piece, then your hustle and grind is maybe $3 at the table sale. You can try to work on something like that. If but if you have to go out of your way to do it, then don't do it. But just say you have absolutely nothing to do, you need a few dollars, you have a hustle and grind that will take you there. You can get it. It's going to be free. And then what you get at the table, you just pay a little rent or whatever. It is a hustle and grind, and it will get you to where you have a few dollars in your account. Now, I'm not speaking to those people that are out there buying hair, nails, and eyelashes. This video is definitely not for you. I'm speaking to people who need to pay some bills in their house, want to throw a little cushion on the light bill, want some extra for the Wi-Fi. Those are the type of things that I do with my extra money. I don't, I'm not looking for all that other stuff. Now, my crafting, I have mental health illness, and my crafting is the only thing to keep me from crying sometimes. I actually cried myself to sleep last night, and I was trying not to because what I was crying for was useless. I already know I'm better off. So I didn't need anyone to drop that ball on my head and tell me that I know I'm better off. So, but it was just that I realized that I actually had to walk away from some people, and I feel so much better, but then I feel like a savage, because I didn't even have a conversation, but I don't think I needed one. So I just held myself responsible for myself, and it is what it is. But I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to get a few cases of green beans. I don't eat green beans enough, but there are times when I have zero energy. I will make a can of green beans in the morning time. Now, in my freezer, I have lots of veggies, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to cushion my fall with some cans. Absolutely not. But I am going to figure out how to do the broccoli. I got it in my freezer. Every time I pull it out, I throw it back down. But I may just throw that in the oven or something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to cook some of these things without going on the computer to figure out how other people cook it. Because first of all, I don't like all those extra ingredients because, for one, we may not have access to run to the store and get all those extras. Now, cheese, you already know I have cheese on hand. You already know I'm a grinder for that daggone butter. Don't y'all play with me when it comes to that butter. I don't know what it is. I just need that butter. But I'm having pasta tonight. You will see me make my pasta once again. If you never saw me make my pasta, you'll see it tonight. One of the things that I absolutely loved is watching the Amish. And when I saw that the Amish put the pasta and the sauce in the same pot and let it cook up, and that it gets extra thick and creamy because the starch is still in the pot. But if you just say you don't eat it all tonight and you put it in the refrigerator, by tomorrow, some of whatever's in that pot is already gone because of it being in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. So I look forward to that very meal tonight, boys and girls. Fortunately, I thought I only had a little bit of cheese, and then I looked up at the top of the refrigerator and I found about 10 bars, maybe 8 bars, bricks of, but I believe, not mistaken, I believe one of those is mozzarella. I can't wait because I am in the mood for some pasta, and that pasta is so good. But I don't know what is going to happen because I need some biscuits, boys and girls. Now, the last biscuits I made that you saw me make, they were A+. Boys and girls, my daughter loved it. And why has she got to, you make me some too, excuse me? But it is beautiful. Matter of fact, one of my online friends just asked about my daughter a few minutes ago. I said my daughter's doing great. And I'm telling you, Coral, I owe you everything. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. But like I said, today is the 18th of the month. We have to get these bills together. We do not want to wait until it's due. You know it's coming up. Get it paid. Get it paid. Now, today, by some I'm just thankful I have no mail today, although I'm waiting for something. But let me explain something to you. If you go to your mailbox and you get all these mails and they don't belong to you, just write return to sender, person moved. If you get mail to your address that has your apartment number or your house number and it's not yours, right? Person does not live here. If they send junk mail, just send a junk mail and say, please remove me from your list. You would not believe, especially for those of you who have to leave your house to get your mail. My mail is in the lobby, so sometimes like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I go down and check my mail. But it's such a beautiful thing to see that I'm not getting all of that, those magazines that I used to get and all that stuff where they want me to buy. No, I'm not doing it. Now, Christmas is coming, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna be doing for Christmas. And I'm not one of those people that's gonna sit down and say in December I didn't have no money. No, I'm not like that. Whoever's on my Christmas list, I'm going to try to max out. And when I say Christmas list, I mean I gotta be able to walk to you. You gotta be right here. You gotta be right here, right around me. But I already know what I'm getting about 3 of my YouTube viewers, and that's because I have their addresses. And it's going to be, if I can get the item, it's going to be ordered online and shipped directly to their house. And that's just it. I'm not going to have something here that I got to personally put in the mail. I tried to mail Coral something that's sitting right over there, and I kid you not, I couldn't shrink it down to anything, and the shipping was $20-something. And you wouldn't believe what happened. I opened up the thing. It was been sitting there for so long. I opened up the thing because I could not afford to put the $20 or $23 just for the weight and the size of it. Yes, sweetie. Can I? Yes. That was my big old daughter leaving here. Mommy, can you go with me down to the garage? Boys and girls, how many times do you hear mommy in the daytime? And how many do you have to hear before your head go bonkers? My daughter called me every 5 minutes. And then she come in here with her accent talking in here. Talking about she want me to talk with an accent so the person on the phone can hear. I said, you go, my mind is distracted. My mind is distracted. Oh boy. Boys and girls, my potato was delicious with the cheese and the butter. Ooh, can't wait to get the pasta. The meat's soon done. So I'm going to check and get it on the pipe. Boys, it's going to be good tonight. Anyway, I have to say goodbye. This video is 12 minutes. I'm trying to work on Coral because she's loving this channel right now. So I got to get Coral what she wants. She wants me under 20 minutes. So I'm going to throw this down my throat. And I'm working on some cards. I just did this card here with ChatGPT. I love this kindness card. I'm working on another one. I'm about to print it. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.